But
everyone, welcome, Wayward Gamers, to the Emporium. I am Jay, also known as NeoFed3 on most of the socials, NeoFed on that Instagram thing. But welcome. We are so excited to have all these wonderful and talented players and you joining us tonight.
And Jim.
Well, no, Jim. You're talented. This is phase 2 of our elite guest star come together, Legend of the Natural One, split the party, burn down the house, and kill the Alchemist Lich arc. We are now in the Kill the Lich arc because burned down the house 2 weeks ago and they were succeeded. And this is happening at the same time. This illustrious group decided to split the party and they're going to go try to kill the Lich. And I have to say, I have yet to have a TPK in any of my games, and I'm looking forward to that tonight. No pressure, people. No pressure. Anyways, let us introduce all these talented.
Hold on, I need a drink.
wait, you can't kill guests. That's not fair.
That's not fair. I should have warned you. Then yeah. Thank you everyone for joining us for our fun and entertainment tonight. Let us introduce Jim. Who are you and who are you playing?
I am Jim, and I am playing Glastoc Steelcloak, our intrepid warrior sorcerer whose idea was to split the party. So let's see what happens.
And the original member of the Natural Ones in this.
An original member of the Natural Ones, not the original member.
Well, you were, yeah. You were part of the three. Thank you, Jim, for being here. Joshua, thank you for being here. Another wonderful guest. How are you doing, and who are you playing?
I am doing great. I'm so excited to be here. Also, Glastoc is the only non-guest here, so he's the only one that's allowed to die. Just gonna preface
Thanks.
that.
Thanks.
No,
thanks, Joshua.
So I am playing Talico.
Love you too, buddy.
I am playing Talico Windpath, who is the bounty hunter elven druid of our group, who loves society and making sure that all is in balance. Which means Lich has got to die. Just gonna say.
I mean, yes, that is the purpose. So yeah, definitely. I'll go for it. Woohoo! Evil GM time. Thank you, Joshua. Gwyn, RoboGoblin, thank you for being here. How are you doing? Who are you playing?
It's me, RoboGoblin, and today I'll be playing Goblinax Marketcast, the Automaton Ranger. And I would just like to remind you, I am in fact a guest. That is all. Thank you.
Duly noted, and thank you so much for all of your time in the past.
I got one quick question.
Yes.
Goblinax has a last name?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
I have never heard it before. That was the first time.
He does.
Yeah. It's in the overlay. Yeah.
It's in the overlay.
Yeah.
Was it?
Always been in the overlay. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and look.
We have stumped Jim. Thank you, Goblin, for being here. Always a pleasure. Last but never least, Bill, thank you for being here, sir. Who are you playing and how are you doing?
First, let me say it's a pleasure to be here as a guest. So I am playing Temin Fenstalker, a sensate gnome. I think it's important because we're in Pathfinder. Sensate gnomes see all colors as brighter, hear all sounds as richer, and maybe unfortunately smell all scents with incredible detail. So very aware, very much in his surroundings. Best way I could describe him, he is basically Joe Pesci with a bow. So don't like dragons, hate him, hunt him. Rocky, top of my list. But you know, if I gotta get to that bad black dragon through a lich, I'm doing it. So yeah, let's go. Let's do this thing.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. To shed some light on the story so far. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. That was the theme of this particular arc, as all guest players came in, and we had the Brady Bunch / Hollywood Squares of 9 people, 9 squares coming together to talk, because Rocky sent his lieutenant, the Black Dragon-born paladin of Tiamat / a cavalier of Tiamat, to broker a meeting together that was also provided by Lido, our wonderful suave schmuggler person. Brought everyone together and said, look,
Dragon Daddy,
yeah, we want to kill this lich. We got to go burn down the house because it's the phylactery. So we got to split the party. I'm going to go burn down the house with the natural ones and pepper, while the rest of you, this group, go kill the lich. And I'm going to send 2 lizard folk barbarians, black-scaled barbarians, with you to help you out. And that's where we're starting. In the morning, the group went off to go burn down the house. check out 2 weeks ago's episode of how successful they were. Successful.
I don't know, so I'm excited to find out.
They, let's just put it this way. They may or may not have been successful by the skin of their teeth. Or tongue by chance.
I don't like
House.
how you say that.
Haunted house. But this group, we start off in the morning as you are in the Schmalt Marsh, aka Salt Marsh, graveyard, going down to the Lich's realm. And you are all standing as the light peers in the Schmalt Marsh landscape. As there's a large crypt, and you're able to open the door to this large stone crypt. Looking forward, stairs leading. What would you like to start off with? As you look down.
Do we see anything light
It's
coming
dark.
from inside?
And you see that there's a stairwell that's around, it's a spiral stairwell, and it starts to go down, and it goes into the darkness. And then you see that it goes a little bit further, and it opens, it kind of goes to the side as you're kind of looking down a little bit. But yeah, there's a stairwell going down.
Well,
Oh.
you guys ready?
As ready as it's going to get. Whenever I sent creatures down before, there was something menacing, threatening at the bottom of the stairs.
At the very bottom, or like
Yes.
like at the bottom, and then there's a door we got to go through, or because I'm wondering, like, I myself personally, I really don't have any prep type spells that I can cast, and I don't want us to exert too much energy too early if we're going to need them later.
Jay, I recall it was something big and menacing, not the alchemical lich, right?
Yes, that is correct. Yep, that is very, very true. So, and you're pretty sure you were able to get your things were able to get. They mapped out as that there is a large spiral, like down 100 feet, spiral case that is opened in the center that comes to a small room with a door. And they were able to get past the dirt and squeeze past this door, and that's where they got killed.
So whatever is on the other side of that door is between us and our lich.
Okay.
Or perhaps in the room with the lich.
Okay. So we have something else we have to deal with along with the lich. As the GM tells us, yes, even though we're not supposed to know that. But
why would I hide that? But yeah.
All right, so we got it. So we're going down, yeah? That's what we're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're going down, and literally there's about a 20-foot gap between the stairs in this rounded area.
Are the two barbarian lizard guys going down first?
Do you want them to? They can.
Yes.
They've got a shield. They've got a shield.
Hold on. Let me get their red shirts to put on.
Yep. They've got a turtle shield that is like a very magically runed shield. They've got these big old battle axes that are magically like rune enhanced as well. And and with these stairs are about 10 feet wide. So you could actually go 2 people down. And there's a 20-foot gap in between. So like I said, this circular is like 40 feet plus. And you go down 100 feet, kind of doing this down. It takes you probably a good half hour kind of get down. And when you get down to the base.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You get down to the bottom. And it's dark in here, but lights, and you're going to be able to see.
I have dark vision.
Most people have dark vision. There's some lights that are, but you get to the bottom and there's a door, like a stone door with some runes and stuff like that on them.
Okay. Is it still like kind of dark here?
Yes, a little bit dark here.
Okay. I'm just gonna go. Do we need some light? Because I can get some light.
I mean, I can see pretty good. I can see in dim light really pretty well.
Can I see dim light?
I believe you can, yeah. Robo, you've Goblin's got dim low light.
Okay. Okay. Can you see in dark spaces, Talico? Glastoc? You're good with that.
Actually,
right?
everyone's got
Glastoc-
low vision here.
Glastoc, yeah, Glastoc has actual dark vision.
Yeah. So everyone's got low vision or dark vision. So yeah, you're seeing no problem with the minimum amount of small light source in the area. But yeah, you're up at the door.
Once we get to the door, I'm going to go ahead and cast dark vision on myself so I can see in the darkness without any sort of hampering.
Got it.
I want to be cool like Glastoc.
Awesome. Cool like Glastoc. Okay, for the people that are polling, cool like Glastoc means like Glastoc, so killable. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
I can't argue with the logic. I just don't like it.
Oh, we're having fun tonight, people. We're having fun tonight.
All right. How do we need to be concerned about the door being locked or trapped? I'm used to
open.
Well, how did your
Moved around it a little bit.
My pests, my insects, they crawled under the door.
okay? So they don't know if it's locked or not.
Correct.
Well,
Because
Glastoc looks at the two lizard guys because they're probably, if they're barbarians, they're strong. So, like, all right, boys,
Okay.
let's pop this sucker.
And they push on the door, and it opens. It's not locked.
Okay.
And it kind of opens up with a little bit of a creak. And it opens up to a 30 by 30 foot stone room with another door on the other side. A good 10-foot high door with roughly about 10. It's like a 10 by 10 foot door. And it's a 30 by 30 foot room, 30 by 30 by 30. And it's lit in this room. There's some small torch. There's like crystals that are kind of floating above some scants where torches would be. And as you get in there, you open up the door, and there is a figure standing in front of the door. It is a 6-foot humanoid figure with pale skin, light grayish, wearing a butler's outfit, with his hands behind his back. You can see a little bit of fangs in his hair kind of back.
I will cast Shillelagh and turn the eagle from wood into an actual eagle. Sorry.
No problem. And he says, "Welcome, adventurers."
Yeah, we're here to see a man about a lich.
Master Lich, yes. You're welcome to see him. Adventuring party that you are. Welcome to the domain of my master, the Lich. May I say who is requesting presence, his audience?
Oh.
The natural
And really
ones.
quickly, Temin, like in a hushed voice, turns to me and like, "Is there like a thing where if you give me your real name, that's bad, or like, I don't know the rules for the vampire guys and stuff."
Glastoc just steps forward and says, "The natural ones." He knows who we are.
The natural ones. Welcome. My master seems to be expecting you. Follow me. And he turns around and he opens up the door. And as he opens up the door, he steps back into the room and allows you to walk in. And as you are, I'm sorry, go ahead.
As we're walking in, because I believe that we're about to see the Lich.
Yes, possibly. If you'd like to do anything casting, by all means. If you, you get a round of prep.
What, 1 round?
Get a round of prep.
I'm going to cast Death Ward on Glastoc.
Right.
Got that. Damn, you got stack. As we're walking in, I'll just turn to Glastoc and say, Glastoc, are we the natural twos?
No, you're part of our group. You are, as far as I'm concerned, you're all natural ones.
Oh. Okay. Just walk in.
Hey Jay.
Yeah, I know. You can see it.
What?
Can't you?
Well,
if you're looking at stream, you can see it, right?
No, I'm not looking at the stream.
Oh,
No,
okay.
can't see it on stream.
Yeah, you can't see it on stream.
Stream shows the world map.
Oh, I just changed it over. But you can see it on. You can see the
Roll20.
The Roll20, the Lich, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And this long. So as you're going down, you see this long hallway, and it opens up to a very, very large room.
Okay.
And as you move closer, I should probably move these guys right up here because they're kind of.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, is because they're supposed to be leading.
Yep. Would you like them right there?
That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Sure. Before all that graffiti on the ground or whatever that is.
Let me.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question.
So allow me to explain what you see. As you enter this very large crypt, you notice that there are 4 large pillars from floor to ceiling. This is a good 60-foot room, 60 to 70-foot room high. There are 4 chambers as you go. Though you'll see that there are 4 chambers or hallways that go out to additional chambers. On the far area, about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60 feet away, the Lich is standing in front of an altar and a stone sarcophagus altar. As he's working on some device and materials, as suddenly there is a metal box and he's using his hand, this mage hand, pixeling and moving some objects on this device.
Just an FYI, Jay, the stream still shows the world map. It doesn't
Yep.
show the room.
I know.
Okay.
I'm holding off just for a second.
Okay.
The marks that you see is that the ground from where the marks are the ground is distorted, damaged. It's like the rocks, the floor has been uprooted. The stone is just off. Basically, it's all difficult terrain.
I was gonna say it's difficult terrain. Yeah, okay.
All of it is difficult terrain.
Okay.
With that being said, as you are getting into the room, the ghoul assistant butler looks back at you and just kind of smirks as he kind of shuts the door and just goes back. And you hear.
So he doesn't come into the room.
He does not come into the room.
Okay, thank God. Okay.
And
this guy was worried we were gonna have to deal with somebody behind us too.
And the Lich, without looking at you, raises his hand. Moment. The alchemist Lich just moment. Be right with.
This is the guy, right, Glastoc? Like is this the one? This is the thing?
Oh yeah, this is
Glastoc.
Quick draw, unleash the arrows, baby. I don't need to get close. F this guy.
You start firing before his monologue?
Oh, yes. Hell, monologue schmonologue.
Wow, no monologue or anything? Wow, okay.
Didn't even give us a chance to spread out so we don't get all killed by a fireball, Bill.
Okay. Roll initiative. It's time to roll
I don't
some
need to hear what
initiative.
this guy has to say. I'm sure it's very plot appropriate and lore laden, and like set around an arrow in your mouth.
All right. So,
I love you, Bill. I really do.
you are awesome, Bill. Thank you. Well, monologue during the process. Initiatives. So, Glastoc.
Oh, let's see. Initiative. It's just straight initiative, right?
Yeah, perception plus
32.
32. Not bad. Talico. I see a 1.
18 with the 1. But I rolled a 1 if we add perception.
18.
And it's an 18. Yes.
All right.
Wow.
I will definitely add that to the list of
Strong start, guys. Here we go.
We got this. Great feeling.
Okay. So now we've got Timon.
25.
Not bad.
Okay. Since Timon started with an arrow, does that mean he gets 1 free attack before we go into initiative?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Because
Goblin.
otherwise he's going after Glastoc. So
37.
yeah, there we go. See,
Wow,
that's what we needed.
awesome.
That's what we needed. That's my guy.
All right.
Let's see.
With that being said, I need to make one quick adjustment to the map. What you will see coming out of one of the side things, you will see as I reveal a little bit more area.
Nothing good.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
You see. Oh, sorry. I gotta adjust the map. There we go. Tokens. There we go. All right. What you see are these large brain type creatures with a large beak, no eyes, several tentacles coming down, floating about 5 feet. Their tentacles about 5 feet above the ground, just above the ground. They're floating and levitating. And the other thing that you find interesting is that some of the tentacles are holding wands, magical wands, and other magical device artifacts or magic items.
What?
You recognize rangers. You will recognize these as grells, but they are advanced grell. I'm gonna give that to you as a freebie because these are like, wait a minute, you've heard of these things before. You've never actually seen them before. These are on the legendary level of like, whoa, these are smart grells. These are magic using grells.
Cool. All right.
Cool.
Grell mages, more or less. But, Timon, you get one action. What are you're gonna shoot at the lich?
Yeah.
How far away we're looking at?
I got a bow. Easy peasy. He's 66 feet from me.
66
60 feet away.
All
Easily within range of my longbow.
Oh yeah. Say, go ahead and give me a shot. See what happens.
All right. Did it roll? I'm trying to use the auto roller and stuff, but I'm not seeing if it did it anywhere. No. All right. I'm going to roll real dice then just add.
Okay.
34.
A 34. Let me look at his AC real quick. Double check his AC. A 34 is, yes, you did just hit.
Just hit.
Just hit.
That's gonna be real bad then, because I rolled an 18 to get that. Okay. So is it like the 3 action thing, or is it I get like
You know what?
a
I'm
shot off?
gonna say you get I'll give you 2 actions. So you had your weapon already in hand. You shot him once, and you hit him. So what was the damage?
Right, because I have quick draw, so like it just basically I
you can
draw and
if you
fire.
want to. Yeah, you can fire shoot again if you want.
So the first time, oh gosh, there's so many things.
So how much damage did you do on your first shot?
Well, all right, let me roll that, but I'm seeing if I have designate a single creature as my prey, focus my attacks, +2 circumstance perception, survival when I track. So that doesn't matter. Because I've got like stuff where I like when I'm firing at a single creature.
Yeah.
I get bonuses. Which is what I'm trying to check right now. Sorry. Yeah. So all right. So I'm using Hunter's Aim.
Okay.
So when I focus on aiming, my attack becomes particularly accurate. So is that a thing that costs me 1 point to do?
Yeah, that'll cost you 1 point.
Okay. What's range check against your hunted prey? That's only the attack roll. So I don't think I had time. I didn't think I even thought to do that.
Yeah, no, you just fired.
No,
so yeah, you just fired.
Okay,
he basically just goes, "Hey, Glastoc, is that the guy?" Yeah.
Yeah, you just fired.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hunter,
Okay,
you don't
great.
have time
So
for
then I
Hunter's Mark
do,
right now. It's just you
and
fired.
Deadly's only when I do a critical, which I did not do.
Nope, you did not.
And Hunter's Edge. What the hell is Hunter's Edge? Hunter's Edge. Let me see. Count less, more skilled at track, gain additional when a hunt prey. Oh, great. Okay, right. So I'll do that. So I could designate a single creature as my prey, but I have to see it first. So I think when he
so
sees
basically,
it,
you
does
fired.
that,
No, you fired,
fire.
and then you
Okay.
did the prey. I'll say the first because you just said boom, you fire, and now
Got
as your
it.
second action, you do your prey. So you're like, okay.
So thank you. That's great. So when it hits, thank you for dragging me through it, Jay. So I do 1d8 plus 2, not a d6. 1d8 plus 2. So 8 points.
Okay.
Of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
On the arrow shot, and then that just I just fire, and then I probably would get out of the way.
Okay. If your second action would be move, yeah.
Yeah, move, and then I guess my third action is activate the hunt prey.
Perfect.
For next time. Okay, great.
So we're at the top of the round as you do
Pathfinder,
this.
yay!
Talico, as Timon does all that, Talico goes, "Everyone in."
Okay. The Lich gets to go because his initiative is 40.
Cool.
And he turns around and literally goes, "It was rude. I like to monologue, don't you know? You didn't allow me to do such things. Oh, disappointing." And Talico, how far are you? You are
70 feet away.
70 feet away. Okay, that's good to know. So the Lich, the Alchemist Lich that he's called, and he, okay, that's important to know on that one. And shoot. Where's that spell? Oh. Okay, got it. So with that being said, he turns around and Timon, he's kind of waves his hand a little bit and goes, silly. Timon, I need you to make a will save, please.
Okie dokie. Will. That's a 34.
Ooh. Okay. You take half damage from this mental exhaustion, and you are frightened 1. So you are at frightened. Basically,
Okay.
suddenly in your mind, you see that you are reduced to 0 hit points as you are dying, as you feel death coming for you, and this vision of you dying on the floor as you are like eviscerated. But you, as you come, you realize, no, this fight just started. Can't be eviscerated. It's not possible for this creature to be able to do that to you. But instead, you take you take 14 points of damage, and you are frightened 1.
Okay.
And he looks at you, and he spends his last action monologuing. And he's like, oh, the natural ones. But I only see one Glastoc. It's been ages. What adventurers come here to say hello? Hi. Are you here for that too? Or it is written that this is not my final stay. Welcome. Please dine on them. Except I would like Glastoc to be left alive for my final rebuttal. And that is where we're gonna go with that. So now we're to Glastoc. You're at I'm sorry.
Goblin.
No, Goblin. You are at a 37 Goblin. What would you like to do?
As the Lich says that, Goblin just says, "Oh, Lich, please." And from my hand opens up and I shoot an arrow at it.
Okay.
Pshoo! That's 35.
That hits.
Yeet. That's +2, so 8 damage.
Okay.
And I shoot again. 34.
A 34 will hit.
Okay. And then that's gonna be 10 damage.
And more damage.
10 more damage. And this is ooh. Oh, but I gotta get close. How far is he from me?
But 60, 70 feet away based off of where you are standing.
Okay. Can I move closer to I got where's my movement? 25 feet.
Mm-hmm. And then if you're going through the things, it's going to be double your movement. So for each square, it's going to take you 10 feet to go through the other things.
I can get here. So that's where I'll stay.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Okay. So so you did 6 and okay. So with that being said, you will notice that the arrows that you shot into him, as well as Timmons, the arrows kind of sink into him, and he just kind of looks at it, and he's just kind of like, and kind of is kind of a reaction. They just kind of pop out. They don't seem to be doing that much damage. They're magical, which is definitely affecting him, but the piercing. Calico, in your knowledge in this process, you know liches are pretty resilient to piercing and slashing weapons. Blunt weapons, because they're skeletal, they're a little bit more edgewise, but they definitely have to be magical. And you're all having magical weapons, but it's the piercings just isn't getting in because there's no vital organs.
Use blunt if you've got it. Use the side of the axe.
Use the side of the axe.
All right, which brings us to Glastoc.
All right. So since he already called me out,
Hmm.
Glastoc. Okay. A while ago, I said Glastoc learned a couple of new spells, and you guys have seen one of them. Glastoc's going to use his other new spell that he learned, which he hasn't had a chance to use yet. So,
Sick.
What do you got?
So,
what do you got? What do you got?
I just got to double check. What's the distance? Let's see. Distance. Oh, perfect. Okay. So Glastoc's going to say, first thing he's going to direct the two lizard guys to attack the two grells. Okay.
Boss.
Okay. So Glastoc's going to say, yes, it's been a long time, but Glastoc's learned a new trick. Glastoc casts Blink Charge, which allows me to move 60 feet.
Okay.
And I get to attack.
Okay.
So let's see.
Is it just like he like goes and he's there?
Yeah, you propel yourself through the fabric of space to deal a blow carrying the momentum of your teleportation. So you teleport to an empty space adjacent to a creature you can see within range, then make a strike against it. So
You make your strike. Yep.
I make a strike.
Mhm.
Okay. And then I do some extra force damage and stuff. So let's see. So Glastoc attacks with his axe. I'm gonna roll. Nat 20.
Woo!
Yeah, baby!
Perfect.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
Oh,
Oh my god. All right. Now I have to
nice.
figure this out.
So damage, you're gonna basically
It's a 36.
36 points of damage or
No,
36 hit.
The roll is a 36.
It's a 36, so that does hit, and it will crit because of the nat 20. So it's not above 10, but it is a nat 20. So we're gonna also do the crit. So you do
Okay.
max damage plus you just roll normally.
Okay. Max damage.
Wait a minute,
Okay.
which I forgot to for Goblin, we messed up on yours, but because we just doubled your did you roll a nat 20 on yours?
No.
Okay, I'm thinking of something else. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Now here's another thing, Jay. This goes back to the question before we stuff. So that's 2 actions.
Third action, you can activate the thing to be
Right.
able to do.
Does
Yes.
that count as a crit?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
Just some math, people.
This next segment is brought to you by mathematics.
All right. So all right. So do I roll the axe damage as a crit? Yes or no?
So you do it's max damage and then you roll normally.
Okay. Max damage plus roll normally.
Plus roll normally.
Okay. So max damage would be 2d8 plus 4. So that'd be 20 slashing damage.
Okay, slashing. Okay.
Plus 6 fire.
Plus 6 fire.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the crit damage would be 8 more slashing.
Okay.
And 5 more fire.
Okay. I'm looking up something real quick because okay. So it's going to be 11 part. So it's 28. So okay. What is the total damage is
so that's from the axe. Now the spell goes off.
Okay.
So now does the spell do max damage and then roll damage?
Technically, because it's part of the same attack, we're gonna say yes.
Okay, so then he takes 30 fire damage.
Okay. 30 additional fire damage.
Right, so far.
So that's
I still have to roll the damage.
Oh, okay. So roll the damage. Yep.
Because he's undead, he takes 30 divine damage.
30 more divine damage. Okay.
Yeah. And
All right.
then he takes an additional 17 fire damage.
So what
and
the
another
spell? So the
19
30
divide damage. Yeah. The spell does 5d6 fire damage.
Okay, so
Unless
that,
it's an undead. And then it does an additional 5d6 good damage.
okay, it's good damage. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, because the spell does 30 plus 17 points of fire damage, or
Yes.
47, and then the good damage was 30
It's
plus
30
19.
plus 19. Yes.
So for another 49, and then you did the 11 fire, and then the 11. Then okay, so you did a buttload of damage here.
Does he shrug off those?
Official math calculation. Butt
All right.
load.
All right. That's all I can do, guys.
That's it. Bye. Good luck, everybody.
I literally shot my entire load in the first round of combat.
Beautiful first load, though. Beautiful load.
I am doing math right now, so yes.
That's what you want to hear from someone in the group. That's it, guys. I shot my load. Okay.
Good
thanks.
load.
Great,
Good load,
good
Glastoc.
load.
Good load.
Strong
shit.
dwarven load.
Wow, that was a lot.
And so
damage.
Twitch knows. So I'm using the Pathfinder builder online, and so it rolled, and I actually took a screenshot of the roll and put it into chat so that the players can see what it is. So
you come
Yeah.
down, you charge up, you come down, and you just slice.
I
right
basically
into him
just
and
appear right
flame.
next to him and just load into
Wow.
him.
You did well over 100 points of damage with
Oh,
that.
fuck.
I will say he is slightly resistant to the fire damage and the
Oh.
slashing damage.
Yeah.
Slightly. Not a lot, but slightly. So it didn't do a full amount of damage because he had some protection ward up. But with that being said, you did over 100 points of damage, which is impressive. But I do need you to make a will save throw.
I need to make a will saving throw?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Oh, damn.
Don't forget about if this is a death or negative effect, you have the bonus of the +4.
Ooh.
from
It
death
is
save.
a mental, emotional, and fear based.
Emotional damage.
I rolled
Emotional
I
damage.
rolled a 3, so it comes out to a 20.
Okay.
Hey, I got the big roll when I needed it.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
So with that being said, his fearsome presence hits you as you get very, very close to him.
Question.
Yes.
And this is in memory of my good friend Carrie and her character Brynn Broadriver.
Hmm?
Do I have a hero point?
You do have a hero point.
I'm gonna roll my saving throw again.
Okay.
Oh, is that for that? The hero points are for that?
Yes.
Oh.
And Carrie's like, how dare you?
28.
You still failed.
Oh well. Hopefully I
Oh.
didn't fail as badly.
No, you did not fail as badly. But
Okay.
you have the frightened 2 condition.
Okay. I can live with that.
Well, the frightened 2 condition on your character. With
Okay.
that being said, the lizard folk. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
Oh, good. Goblin. When you moved up there, I need a saving throw from you. A will saving throw from you too, please. Since you moved right there.
Will. All right.
All right. Right in 2.
Oh, 35.
A 35. Okay, that is a success. So
Wait, that's a natural 20.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah, not 20.
You rolled
Plus
another.
15.
Wow.
That's my boy right there.
I got super will.
With that
shit.
being
I'm a
said,
robot.
I will say that is that's a critical success because of the nat 20. Normally it would just be a regular success, but because of the nat 20, That is a critical success, and you are unaffected. So, yeah.
So something starts happening and I shrug it off like that.
Yep, pretty much.
Awesome.
The dark scaled lizard folk, dark scaled lizard folk barbarians rush. They stride twice, looking at this grill, bounce off. They make a giant leap, bounce off. One of them bounces off a pillar, comes down with the axe at 20, and just slices right through. Tries to hit him again, but at this point, the nat 1 makes as he gets tangled up in the tentacles as he's kind of landing right behind it. The attention of the Grell as the other lizard folk jumps up, bounces off, comes down and just kills this Grell.
Nice.
By the way, that was 74 points of damage with the critical.
Not as cool as Glastoc, but still pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, Glastoc had to cheat and use a
spell.
Oh, I forgot.
What?
There's force damage that was part of that spell too.
Yes. Okay, which was force damage.
Hold on, I have to read it again. See, this is the first time I've ever used it. So,
but wait, there's more.
The strike deals your damage
there's more
plus an extra 2d8 force damage depending on the result of your strike. Critical success, double damage plus after the strike. You can tell you. Oh wait, is this considered a critical success, Jay? What I did, or just a success?
It was just a success.
Okay.
It was not a critical success.
Okay, because a critical success says you can teleport the target to an empty space up to 5 feet away from its current position.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be funny.
It's a critical hit, but not a critical success.
A critical success. Okay. Yeah. All right. So it would take 16 force damage plus another 7, so 23.
Takes another 23 points of damage from the force?
Yeah. That's the actual blink charge adds the 2d8 force.
Oh, that's damage. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you nailed this sucker hard.
Yeah.
It is not happy. It is not happy at all.
Well,
at which point
didn't think it would be.
I
was hoping I wouldn't have to get this.
Gimin
but
gets to go as the Grell. They just took out the Grell. So Gimin, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna keep shooting my arrow because I'm sure I'm gonna do as easily much contributory damage as my good friend Glastoc.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot.
Okay.
I would roll it in the app, except it's just not like. Or do I have to hit the big thing in the lower right corner? I thought I just hit the little.
Are you using the Pathfinder builder?
Yeah.
Oh, if you go to your weapons.
Yeah.
And then there above it should say roll.
Above it should say. I'm just gonna roll dice. I can't.
Okay.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
And then when you click on that, you should have the choice of your first attack, second attack, and third attack. So. Yeah.
All right, and I get to do Hunter's Edge because it's my first attack, and I see plus 15, plus 10, plus 5.
Right. So your first attack is the plus 15. So you click on that one.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Got it. All right. Sweet. That was terrible. I don't know why I use digital dice. I'm an idiot. Because I rolled a 2, so I have a 17.
That missed.
Yeah. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. I'll try again because I get 3 shots, right?
And each goes further down, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now I do the plus 10, which is a 16.
Missed.
Getting worse. And then the third shot, I rolled a 9. I'm never using this app again because that's
a critical fail, critical miss. Which
awesome.
Glastoc. Suddenly a bolt goes into your or an arrow goes into your shield. You have a shield?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, an arrow goes into your shield. Timon, I need you to roll damage, and that's the damage that's going to be taken off his shield. because that was a critical
Okay.
failure shot. That's why you don't use all your shots, because if you critical fail, that shit happens.
Well, see, now I know.
Yeah.
Okay. So 4 points.
Ah, okay. Well, it's
Yep.
got a hardness 5, so my shield doesn't take
Yeah,
anything.
you're doing second.
So.
Okay. All righty. That brings-
Sorry about that. Sorry. My bad.
They both attacked the same grill. I was hoping they would go in opposite directions. Oh well.
Yeah,
There
they
we
took it
go.
out. Oh God.
Why are they coming over here, Jay?
Because they are.
They're mages. They shouldn't enter into melee. That's just rude.
You know, they've got multiple attacks, so you know they can do multiple things. That's kind of how they do. So the first action was to kind of get over there, and the next action, I want to double check. Nope, that's not there. Okay, I gotta look up. Sorry, I gotta look something up real quick. Because death is around the corner. Oh, that's right. Uh-oh. Oh, here it is. Thank God. All right, so we've got okay. Here we go. Growls. First action. You know what? Yeah, they moved there. They're 10 feet away from you. He moves there, I should say. He's 10 feet away from you. And he takes this wand out and goes pew pew pew. You take 24 points of damage, Alico, as the horse bolts start flying out at you. As the wand of
Oh no.
for 24 points of damage, as multiples kind of come towards you. Alico, what would you like to do?
As a free action, I'll cry.
Okay.
Oh,
So I'm going to blow my other big spell then. So I have Death Ward out. I am going to cast Wall of Stone.
Mm-hmm.
And so dupe.
Right above the lich and squish him.
Which would squish you?
Probably.
That's not how that works. So
Glastoc's a
there.
dwarf. He just like absorbs the stone.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Makes him stronger. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, stone.
So how long is the
All right.
stone?
So the stone is let me bring up the spell. So you shape a wall of solid stone, 1 inch thick, stone up to 120 feet long and 20 feet high. How
Okay.
tall is it in here?
60 feet.
Well, I don't like this anymore. Because of how tall it is, then I'm not going to cast that because the Grell is just going to fly up.
Yeah.
Jay, can you throw an eagle token out for me, please?
Let's see if I can.
what happened to my?
I am going to use 2 actions to cast Cave Fangs and center it so it only hits the Lich as opposed to overlapping with Glastoc.
Okay.
Thank you. And so the Lich needs to make a basic reflex save.
Okay. Basic reflex save. Double check here. Oh, nope, that's what I want. So basic reflex save 33.
What is the
Damn.
save?
He
Huh?
moves fast for an old man.
So it's your spell DC. So it's generally what your spell attack is. It should be on your sheet.
Oh, I have a 27.
Yep. So he made it. He successful. He did not critically succeed, but he did succeed.
That's okay. You deal 66 piercing damage to creatures in the area with the basic reflex save, densely packed with protrusions. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. The protrusions turn to dust when the spell ends. You can dismiss the spell.
This is so there's these impact spikes, impacting spikes.
Yeah, so these are a bunch of stalagmites that
just gotta come out. Yes,
come out and
And he is, I should say, he is floating about a foot above the ground because he's currently levitating. But yeah, they still get him. I'm gonna say
it's a 20-foot burst.
Yeah, so if it comes and get him.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be, so you miss Glastoc, but you're gonna be able to hit him. Okay.
Yeah. So with a 20-foot burst from 60 to, it would hit the area that I've just kind of drawn a thing around. So that area is all difficult terrain.
Okay.
For him. And
everyone.
If he so with a basic save, I don't remember, does he take half damage with it?
He takes half damage, yes.
So. Okay. 22 damage halved goes down to 11. So he takes 11 points. And that piercing. Is magical piercing damage. So it's kind of whatever the extra reduction is.
All right.
I did not plan that well.
Yep, go for it. Okay. And that was two actions. So what's your third action?
I am going to move up and shillelagh the Grell.
Okay.
Can you move and attack?
Oh, I can't
move.
No,
you can. Yeah,
I cannot move. Sorry.
Yep.
Hey, I'm still hanging out back here.
You got one action left. So yeah.
Now, let me see. I don't have a lot of action-y type single action things. So all right, so my pet, I will send my pet.
That's an action. Okay.
Who has 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
So he is going to use those 2 actions to do a flyby attack.
Perfect. On the Grell?
On the Grell.
Okay.
So he will. Oh, I can't control the token. But he will fly by the Grell and then fly behind that column to the lower right on the map to kind of get out of vision.
Okay.
But whenever he hits the Grell, he gets
roll. The attack.
Roll. It is a total of 22. I rolled a 5 on it.
A 22 does not.
Okay. And he does not provoke any opportunity attacks or anything like that by the nature of flyby attacks. Mm-hmm. So, okay, that is the end of my turn.
All right. With that being said,
of course, there's another one.
Floating right there comes out floating. And suddenly, it with its tentacles, it unfurls a scroll. And a lightning bolt comes out, pointed at this lizard folk, and it needs to make a reflex save. And one second. Oops. Reflex save is successful, 28. So yeah, it only took half damage as the lightning bolt comes. Lightning bolt is 66 or is it 86? I can't remember. I think it was a 66. I recall. It is.
I have no idea because I don't cast lightning.
Oh no, it's a 4d12. Ooh. So, let me say 29. So it took 15 points of damage. The lizard folk is survived, but like I said, it took 15 points of damage from this attack. That kind of this lightning from the scroll. Now it's the Lich's turn. The Lich is not happy. Excuse me.
But
Excuse me.
It's all right, guys. He's focusing on the one real player, not the guests. So
With a wave of his hand and a small laugh, Glastoc,
yes.
I require you, please, make a fortitude saving throw.
Have to double check something.
Is it a death or
No, it is not death.
Okay.
Not death.
This Lich is terrible. Doesn't even do death or negative effects.
Not yet.
Right?
why would you say that? Just for...
Oh
Not
my
yet.
God.
It's a curse. What did you roll?
Another nat 20.
Hey!
Woot!
Jim. All right. So what's your total?
34. Because I'm frightened too. So I lose 2 points.
Yes, you do.
Oh, that's true.
All right. So there's only a success.
Oh,
Not
okay.
a failure.
Darn.
It is not a critical success. But you lose your voice. You cannot speak. And any auditory actions or spells are unavailable to you.
Okay. Auditory spells.
Auditory spells, actions like verbal and command. You cannot speak
Okay.
for a little while.
Okay.
I will let you know in how long in just a moment. But as with a wave of his hand, he quickly grabs the energy from your voice. As energy pops, kind of smoke comes from your throat as he grabs onto it.
Okay.
And then he looks at oh no, I can't do that one. Calico. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You are too far away. Dang it, I can't do it. And I can't do that one.
Thank goodness I couldn't move.
Dang it. You know what? Screw it. Oh, no, I can't do that one either yet. So you know what? We're going to do this. Calico, or excuse me, he moves to right here as he's flying, levitating past. Do you have a reactionary attack? Glastoc?
Me? No.
Yes. Okay.
No.
So
Glastoc only thinks he's a fighter. He's really not.
oh, actually, let me take that back. Let me take it. He's gonna smack you and then move. Because you know he's that way.
Because casting the spell wasn't enough.
So he quickened the spell.
So
he quickened that spell, and basically, Grassoff comes down and basically is going to smack you with a hit.
Okay.
What a petty lich.
Oh yeah, he is. He is so petty. He's like, you know what?
Look,
I got to get a good attack in.
I got my one good attack in. I deserve it. So.
oh, it was an awesome attack.
Better on me than you guys.
All right, let me make sure that I have this right. Let his weapons. Cancel. All right, so we're gonna do it this way. RD. Does a 44 hit you?
Oh, gee, Jay.
That's messed up, Jay. That's messed up.
On the upside, it was a 19 and not a nat 20.
Yeah, it was a 19 and not a nat 20. But here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna take some void damage. Which take
That's a 44 hit. That's one of those memes now, you know? It's like
That's a 7. Does 1,000 hit
Yikes.
you?
all right, you take 16 points of void damage.
okay.
You take 10 less because you have resistance to it. 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's death ward.
Yeah. So I only take 4? Nice.
No, you
Take
six.
six.
You take
You
six.
take
Okay, take 6. Okay.
Yeah, you take 6 points of damage, but does the death ward stop his siphoning?
It doesn't stop the siphoning. It reduces the siphoning. No, it doesn't stop the siphoning.
Okay.
Sorry.
I need a fortitude saving throw, Glastoc, as he siphons some of the life from you.
Which he does have a +4 to this, though.
Yes, he
29.
will have a +4. 29. You failed.
Okay.
So siphoning. So basically, you draw forth the life essence. Okay. And you you failed your fortitude save.
Uh-huh.
So you are drained. What? Ooh.
I don't like that.
Because it was a major. Okay, your saving throw was not a critical failure. It was just a regular failure. So you have drained the drain effect on you,
Okay.
which the drained effect condition is. What's up, real quick? Drained. The life vitality is off. The status is that you have a -1 on constitution based and fortitude saves.
Okay.
You
So it's just
lose.
Drained 1.
That's drained. You have drained 1 on you. You lose
Okay.
the number of hit points equal to your level of the drain. So, for example, if you have drained 3 in your 3rd class, so you lose. You're an 8th level character, correct?
9th level.
9th. You lose 9 hit points.
Oh, the subject is immune to energy drain and negative energy effects. This
God.
would count as that, right?
This is life and life force drain. Yes.
Aha!
Yes, he is immune to it with death ward.
Okay. So as he suddenly is trying to
Way to go,
siphon some of the
Joshua.
life from you, it was not
Clutch.
working as much, which he's annoyed by, and then flies to the center here. Which brings us to Goblin.
Hey, me. Okay, so that's 4, 10. I can't get there unless Goblin's just gonna clap his feet
Okay.
and he's gonna oh wait.
You gonna hover over there?
Yeah, I am gonna hover over there.
I will say one more thing. At the end of your turn, you see some magical energy that's kind of going around him, and some of his wounds and the arrows that you've been hitting are falling out as he's floating towards where he's at.
Okay.
Oh, he's regenerating. Oh, okay. Even though he took fire damage, Jay?
How does a ritual work here?
A ritual takes 10 minutes to cast.
But I can also use 2 actions to activate them.
Okay, so you can activate ritual for 2 actions. And what are you activating?
I am gonna activate Airwalk.
Oh, yeah. So 2 actions to airwalk, and then you can walk up to him.
Yep. Unencumbered.
All right.
And since I can't use any action, that is going to be my turn.
All righty. Which brings us to Glastoc. What do you want to do, Glastoc?
Okay.
As you
So
cannot say anything.
I can't say anything.
Can't talk. Yep. You're like,
I'm looking to see which of my spells do not have verbal components.
So the barbarians are on deck.
All
Doing your
right.
thing.
Let's see. Somatic verbal, somatic verbal, somatic verbal. Verbal. All right.
Yep. Keep going. As you are up with what you see, the lizard folk run off, and they're like, "Mah, mah." They're speaking Draconic to each other, and they're kind of like bumping each other, like, yeah, rah, and they're raging. Like, yeah.
Oh,
they see the next one, and they're like, they come up and try to hit it. Miss, hit. As these tentacles are kind of flailing a little bit. They weren't, this thing is ready for them. So, but what is Glastoc doing?
Glastoc's not in a good mood. Okay, difficult terrain costs twice as much to move through?
That is correct.
Okay. So I can get to there.
10, 20, 30, that's 40 feet?
Yeah, so that takes 2 of my movements.
Yep. Okay.
And I'm just going to smack him with my axe again.
Go for it. Let's see what you can do.
Yeah, this is,
Can you do it?
23, I miss. Okay. And
23, you missed.
All right.
Goblin sees Glastoc trying to talk, and she said, "You're muted. You're muted."
All right. Which brings us to Timon. How's Timon doing?
Oh boy. Yeah. Timon is like, all right, yeah, this is not getting good. All right, Talico, I'm gonna try to take care of this floaty brain bird thing. And I'm going to switch to my Dragon Bane Kukri that I got. So I'll quick draw that. Well, I'll move first because I got to get up. I got to get up next to him. So, for one action, and then I'll draw the Kukri, and I have quick draw, so I'll attack with that. And that is a 29 to hit.
That hits.
Pretty much better. And that is, and I'm adding +1, right?
+1 to hit, +1 to damage. Yep.
Okay. Oh, so it's actually 1 better to hit. So it's a 30 to hit. If that matters. And through 6 slashing.
Okay. Yeah, it does. I don't believe it has any resistances.
And
nope. Does not have any resistance.
And is it holding anything? It had a wand?
It has a wand, and it's got 2 wands in its hand out of the 10 tentacles. Yes.
Okay. And then with my third action, I'm gonna, and this is not, I don't even know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try to disarm.
Perfect.
So
that is
really
an
difficult
attack
thing to do. Yeah. So
it's an athletics roll.
Yeah, an athletics roll. My athletics versus
their reflex +10.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's pretty good. I gotta do math. Not 27.
A 27 will disarm them.
Yay!
All right,
So
Bill.
you take out you disarm one of the wands out of them. Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah,
That's
smack it out of his tentacle.
yeah, you do that. Perfect.
Put that down. Bad brain. Bad brain.
Bad brain.
Bad brain. I like that. Okay. With that being said, it's turn. Oh, that's all your actions, correct?
That's it. That's it.
All right. So now it's gonna do something as it looks at you with this. It doesn't have any eyes, but it has these. Like I said, it's the mouth, this large beak, kind of looking at you, and it's gonna try to attack you with its tentacles. And all right, here we go. Nope, not that one. Not the beak. Here we go. 14 does not hit you, does it?
No, I have a 26 AC.
So one of the tentacles starts to come out and tries to get you unsuccessfully. No, I'm sorry, that was a beak attack. Tried to bite you in the beak. Now it's going to try to grapple you. So the 24 hits you.
No.
No?
He's
I
a
have a
slippery
26.
little bugger.
26 AC, baby. I'm a little guy who's quick on his feet.
Yeah. It's gonna, yeah, basically that's gonna be it for him right now. He's gonna take a defensive action, yeah, something like that. All right, which brings us to Talico.
Okay. So I have all of these wonderful spells that I want to try to kill him with, but I need to be up in person.
Yes, you do.
And you know what helps being up in person?
What does help being up in person?
Haste
Really?
helps. I'm going to cast haste on myself.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
So that will still, at least for this round anyways, that will still eat up 2 of my actions.
Yep.
But I now gain an action for the next minute that I can use for striding or striking. So I am going to stride.
Mm-hmm.
Let's 5, 10. We haven't seen the Grell. I'll risk the opportunity attack to get up here.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. Actually, no, I'm not going very far because of how that works. And then since I have my shillelagh, I'm going to go ahead and try to weapon strike first, can I have the bird fly in and threaten the Grell?
Yes.
Before I take my attack action. So he's going to fly in. He is going to do a peck attack. That's going to be a 25 versus AC.
25 will do it, yes.
Okay, so he will do 13 points of damage.
All right, 13 points of damage.
And then okay.
All right.
And then I will take my attack, which will be a 22 versus AC.
Mm-hmm. A 22 will not.
Okay, that's what I was afraid of.
Mm.
All right, so the bird comes by. It is threatening now, which would have meant something had I hit, but I did not. So, but the as it's pecking, you can start to see blood kind of dripping, like pecking into the brain.
Okay.
All right, and that is my action and all my pet's actions.
So the growl that the 2 lizard folk are attacking comes and tries to bite one of them, misses, then wraps some tentacles around one of the other, and he's grappled. And the barbs are trying to get into him to poison him, but unsuccessfully, as his skin is the dark skin is his scales are hardened. But yeah, the Grell now has one of the lizard folk in his grappled. With that said, suddenly the Lich's turn. And the Lich laughs. You think my demise is here? It has been foreseen, prophesized. I will be around for a long, long. In the scrolls of everlastness, it is written, shall be around. This is not my demise. And suddenly in mid, he feels this, what? Phylactery. What? No.
We need to lock him down.
This. You think this is not my time. I need everyone. Because, thank you. Because everyone has decided to get within 30 feet of him. I need what's called, let me pull this up real quick to make sure I have it all right. I need everyone to make a fortitude saving throw. No, excuse me, a will saving throw.
Oh, okay.
And wait a minute. I need to back up one more because Talico and so Goblin moved up, no problem. But Talico and Timon, you are within 30 feet. I need you to make an fortitude saving throw. Is it? Let me double check real quick if it's fortitude or will.
It was will.
Will saving throw for his fearsome presence.
Question: can I use one of my hero points to re-roll that?
You don't, Goblin. You don't have to. You've already rolled it.
Oh.
Yeah, because you've saved and you already saved.
Super saved. Yeah,
you super saved. So, but I need Talico and Timon.
32 versus the
fearsome presence. Okay, you saved. And then Timon.
Do I have to roll that?
You already did,
you're immune to it.
You're immune to it. Yeah, you're immune to it.
Thank God. Because I've rolled and I'm like, oh my God.
Same.
Was that fortitude or will?
That was a will. That was a will.
Okay, will. So then it's a 33 if it's will.
Okay, both of you are frightened one. You succeeded, but you are still frightened one.
I'm back to frightened one.
So that will that does not hinder your will saving throws. It only hinders your. Does it hinder your will saving throws? Frightened?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Equal to all of your checks and
all checks
Okay.
and DCs.
So that is important.
Everything.
So now you need to make a will saving throw, please.
I am going to hero point that. 33 on the hero point.
I have a 34.
Nice.
I'm gonna hero point that because I rolled 2 natural ones in a row. Okay, 34.
A 34. Okay. He heightened a paralyzation spell. What this means is you failed, because you didn't get over a 35. Glastoc, you also need to roll. Did you roll?
Oh no, I didn't. What is
Glastoc,
it?
you need
Will
saving throw.
Will saving throw.
All of you become paralyzed. Your muscles constrict. Oh, I gotta roll the lizard folk too, because their enemy is within 30 feet of him. And let's see, will save.
What do we have to roll?
You need to above a 35.
Above a 35?
Yeah.
What if you roll a 35?
If you roll a 35, you succeed.
Okay.
Did you roll a 35?
I got a 19 plus my 16, and so I got a 35 exactly.
You are also you succeeded, but you are also paralyzed. Suddenly, your muscles start to crack. He heightened the spell, and you are just paralyzed. All of you are paralyzed. But Glastoc, you're only paralyzed for 1.
Okay.
Okay.
But,
It may not matter. Doesn't matter. The bird is paralyzed as well.
Yes.
Wait. I have Call on Ancient Blood, which allows me, when you attempt a saving throw against a magical effect, your ancestors' innate resistance to magic surges before slowly ebbing down. You gain a +1 circumstance bonus to the triggering saving throw until the end of the turn.
It doesn't matter because you're still succeeded.
Well, I got a 36 then.
You succeeded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you succeeded.
Damn it.
You're still
But
paralyzed.
it's a 36, Jay. Jay.
No, it's a 36. But you are only paralyzed for 1 round, Glass.
I mean, it's so one time I've actually ever had to use this.
Your
I've had it
voice
since I was a
comes
level
back.
1 character.
By the way,
it
your
does.
voice
Oh.
comes back.
Okay, perfect.
But you are paralyzed. As everyone in the group, suddenly your muscles constrict and you paralyze as he starts laughing. Ha 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 ha. This is not my demise. No, not at all. And he is rivaling. By the way, you also feel that during this process, as you were fighting, the other team was taking damage.
Yes.
And that they were taking damage during this process. Specifically, Aviro was
Yeah, Aviro got whacked pretty hard.
Suddenly the other group feels the despair that you have that you are not moving right now. And they are very worried. As he comes up, as his next action looks over at, who's there? Goblin. Goblin. So, Goblin, you take 18 points of damage, of void damage. Just an FYI.
Void damage?
Void damage.
Void damage.
So it's a negative energy. It's the necrotic damage. But I also need you to make a fortitude saving throw.
Fortitude. 32.
You did not succeed. It is so what you are 8th level or 9th level?
9th.
You remove 9 points of damage as you are the drained 1 category.
Okay.
All right. For those that are paralyzed besides Glastoc, you are paralyzed for only 1. Actually, Glastoc, I have to take something back real quick. You are only stunned because you succeeded.
Oh, okay.
You are not I'm going to say you were paralyzed, but then you shook it off with that divine 36 that you called upon yourself, and you are only stunned 1.
Okay, so I lose 1 action.
You lose 1 action.
Okay.
So you initially paralyzed. Everyone else, you are paralyzed for 1 round. which brings us to top of the round, or that was the top of the round. So Goblin, you're paralyzed. You can try to roll again to unparalyze yourself as an action.
Okay. I'll do that.
And this is like you can only do this once.
Oh, it's a will?
It is a will saving throw, yes.
Will. 35.
35 is successful. So at the end, end of each of its turns, you can make a new will save to reduce it down. So at the end of your turn, you succeed. So what was your sorry, what?
Sorry. It was a 34 because of drain.
Yes.
It's a -1.
Yes, it is. So you try to break it out, but you still aren't there. So Glastoc, what would you like to do?
Okay, so I only get 2 actions.
You only get 2 actions, yes.
I'm gonna cast Searing Light at him.
Okay.
Because I don't have anything that would free up Paralyze. It's not considered a curse, right?
No dispel magic.
It is no, not a curse.
Yeah, I don't have.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Searing Light.
you're gonna cast Searing Light on him? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what happens. You that's pretty much all you can do, but yeah, go for it.
Yeah. If I had a spell that could like free up Joshua, I would use that. But 34.
It's 30 a 34?
Yeah.
Yes, that will hit. Actually, yes, it will hit. Let me take that back. Yes, but a shield comes up. So
What a roller coaster!
all right, roll your damage.
Okay. Blazing Ray of Light, Holy Energy, blah blah blah. So first is the fire damage. 33 points of fire damage. Oh, this was at 5th level, by the way.
Okay.
96. And 32 points of good damage.
Ooh, yeah, you definitely that hurt. That definitely hurt.
Glastoc's running out of his high level spells, guys. Come on, we gotta.
We can't do anything. We're paralyzed.
All right, that's Glastoc's action.
Oil can.
Yeah, oil.
Yeah, the lizard folk they're just there. And they're not able to, they're just getting, there's nothing they can do right now as they're just paralyzed. Which brings us to Timon. You can make a saving throw at the end of your round. If you like.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Right? There's no downside to it. Right?
There's no downside to it.
Okay. Is this fortitude?
This is a will save.
No. It's a 23. I know that's a no.
Nope, that's correct. That is a no.
That is not a get out.
All right.
Paralyzed free card.
That is not a get out of jail free card.
No, I'm struggling against the magical bonds that hold me in place.
All right, which brings us that round. So then you're done with that, Tim. And so it is the
does the fear drop at the end of the round though?
No, the fear is continuous. The fear is continuous.
The frightened one?
Frighten 1 is
Yes.
continuous.
No, it'll drop at the end. It
Uh,
automatically
yeah.
drops once each
Oh.
round.
Okay.
Yeah, it goes down 1 each round.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
So yeah. So
I mean, I
yeah.
still can't move, but I'm
No.
just not frightened.
Yeah, you're not
anymore.
frightened anymore.
So at this point, Timid,
Yes.
you are paralyzed, which means you are off guard, which means you
I'm
have a
flat-footed.
minus flat-footed, which you are your normal
Negative my
AC is
AC.
-2 to your AC.
Yep.
But you also don't get your dexterity bonuses because you are paralyzed. You're
Okay.
so does a 26 hit you?
Sure.
Yep, 26
Yes.
will hit you. You are grappled as the Grell suddenly tentacles slither around you, and
Just giving you a nice little hug.
you take 21 points of damage.
God damn it.
And I need
Okay.
you to make a Constitution or a Fortitude saving throw. Constitution
Take the
saving throw. Yeah.
damage. And then
Fortitude.
a
Fortitude
fortitude saving throw.
Yep.
That's pretty good. It's okay. I don't know. See, 29.
Yeah, the barb starts trying to stick in you, but your armor's protecting you, so you're not poisoned.
Ugh, dragon scale.
Yep, dragon. Oh
Saves
yeah, the
me.
dragon scale armor. It's definitely kind of there. Which brings us to Calico. Calico, you are frozen. You are paralyzed.
Can
The beaks.
did I
Go ahead.
can I take an action? Like, did you say it's an action to try to break out of paralyzed?
But he
or
attacks
is it-
before your turn.
Oh, he's okay.
He's biting you. And a 24, I'm pretty sure hits you because you're flat-footed, off guard. And
That ties with the flat-footed, frightened. So yes, it hits.
Yep.
Sorry, yes, it hits.
and you also all your dexterity goes away too. So you don't get
Yeah,
any of your
yeah,
dexterity
it's-
bonuses. So you take 12 points of damage as a beak just chomps into you.
12 points.
12 points.
Oh, hey, it's right there. Yeah.
And-
Okay.
And like I said, Timon, you are grappled at that point. Oh, I'm sorry. The one thing I forgot that the lizard folk are paralyzed, so they can't do anything right now. Got it. Calico, it is your turn.
Um.
Well, actually, you're frozen. So then at the end of the round, you're paralyzed. So roll that wonderful will save.
That would be a nat 20.
Ooh, again.
Yeah. Do it up.
I will say, yeah, suddenly your muscles at that bite, that blood starts rushing and you're able to move again.
Okay.
Now it's just like your arms were asleep and stuff. So you
Yep.
get the
All right. Birdie is not so fortunate with the 21.
Yep, no,
But yeah.
Actually, yeah, Birdie is probably gonna. Nope, Birdie's not gonna end up in Birdie. The other Grell lunges into the lizard folk and just crushing one of them and biting the other one since they're paralyzed. It's just going to town on them. Which brings us to the Lich and the top of the round, and all your paralyzation will go away. So from now on, Goblin and Glastoc, you are on deck. You will be able to actually move. Your muscles will come back. You're going to be able to do.
I get all my actions.
Yes.
Okay.
With that being said, laughing at you again, spouting out, "This is not my demise. What do you think? How dare I am not. It is foreseen and written. We do not. This is not my downfall. I will rebuild my phylactery somewhere else. It is written, you cannot destroy me today. Natural ones. Will put a final end to you. And with that, no, he doesn't. You know, he's Sui. Calico.
If he's gonna be pissed at somebody, he's got to be pissed at Glastoc.
Oh, he is
Glastoc's
pissed at
the only way.
He
weren't
is
doing any
pissed.
damage to
He
him.
is pissed at Glastoc. Yes. Although because
hit
you
him
are
with
within,
an arrow.
yeah,
Hey,
you did. We need to make a roll.
Then you need to roll a 1, Jay.
Nope.
Yeah, may I suggest a 1?
One would be good.
What is Talico? What is your reflex saving throw?
Plus 17.
Plus 17. So that will be a 20. I need a higher than a 26 to suddenly.
I got a 26. I rolled a 9 on the die.
No. You don't roll. I'm rolling.
Oh, okay.
So I needed to know what your reflex was.
Yep.
So what happens is he turns to you, Talico, annoyed, pissed, reaches a mystical black hand comes out, reaches towards your center, and just grabs you. Thank God I rolled. Pulling out from where you are, from what you suddenly feel your spells. What level spells do you have currently? First, second, third, fourth level?
And 5th.
And fifth.
Because we're level 9 and I have not cast Wall of Stone, so it is still there.
Because it was only a success, I need you to roll a 1d4.
1.
How many first level spells do you currently have?
3. All 3 of them.
Roll a d6.
All 3 of them.
4.
What is the second spell on your list?
Lose the path.
Suddenly lose the path. It's drained from you. You lose that spell for today. And suddenly he transfers it and takes it to him. And now he looks at it going, oh, such interesting magic. And it is his now.
Wow.
As he just stole a spell from your list, from you, the energy from you. Oh, by the way, because of that, you also take, it was only a first level spell. Lucky for you.
Uh-oh.
Because you only take 1d4 mental damage. It's 1d4 per level. But you took 3 points of mental damage.
All right,
From
Jay,
that.
we get it.
As it's siphoned from you.
So Talico can't Pathfind anymore?
Yeah, you can't use that spell.
I can't use that spell. I can't evade people or cause them to not track us.
All right. At which point, that is, so he quickened, suddenly that spell quickens. And so 2 60 plus.
This is the part of the show where we talk about, please visit our sponsors.
Jim.
Yes.
Glastoc suddenly, as he turns over, he grabs from Talico. He pulls the spell in, looks at it, puts it away, looks down at you, and suddenly this barrage of spells start coming as magical, the barrage of force. You take 21 points of damage as multiple beams start coming at, or bolts start coming at you. Force bolts.
Okay, 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage.
All right.
And he moves there. Actually, no, let me take that back. Calico, you're
Yes.
gyrating. You're like your muscles are like moving quickly because you have the haste spell.
Mm-hmm.
What you finally realize is that he's also under a haste spell and is able to do multiple things. That's probably one of the reasons why he's been able to cast a lot of spells, even though quitting and doing a lot of things at the same time, because he's also haste. Which brings us to his last action. He's going to move right there. Goblin, do you have attack of opportunity?
I believe so.
As a fighter or ranger?
Oh no, I don't.
Okay. So that is that turn, which brings us to Goblin. Your turn.
Okay.
It's difficult terrain, so it will take you 10 feet of movement to get there, and an action.
But I am flying, so
That's correct. So that's a 5-foot step. That's still one action to get to him.
Okay. And as a second action, I'm just gonna shake my arm, and an axe comes out, and I almost try to hit him, and then I remember, oh, Talaco said, bludgeoning,
Yep.
and the axe turns into a mace,
Mm-hmm.
and then I smack him.
Okay.
That's what's the mace? Oh yeah. Plus 16, so that's 38.
That hits. Oh yeah, that hits.
1d6 plus 6, so that's 12 damage.
All right. And it's magical too. Oh yeah, it goes straight into him.
And that's an action, right? I can't use my another action because I already moved.
One action to move, one action to hit, and one action to pull your weapon out. Yeah. So that's your 3 actions.
Okay. And that is the end of my turn then.
Glastoc.
So of us,
Yes.
Talico's taken the most damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
How much has Talico taken?
You had to put a number on it.
If I was to put a number on it, it would be 48 out of 87.
Oh, okay. All right. We're not going to mess around with this then. So Glastoc's going to use 2 actions and cast heal at range.
You don't want to use that 3 actions and include him in it? Okay.
No. And the reason why is because it'll also heal the Grells.
Oh.
It's all living creatures.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling that out.
Yes. Trust me, I already looked at that. So, so using 2, it has a range of 30 feet, and he's within 30 feet of me. He gets 32 plus 17, so he gets 49 hit points back.
Nice.
That was using it as a 4th level spell. And then with my last action, I'm just gonna swing at the Lich.
Okay.
And I got a 34.
34 hits.
So damage, 8 points of slashing damage and 5 points of fire damage.
8 points of slashing damage. Doesn't seem like it did much at all. And you said 5 points of fire damage?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep, that definitely did it.
Basically, best I could do. Okay. All right. No, trust me, Joshua. I was thinking, I'm going to use the 3 actions and do the area of effect. Oh, it heals all living creatures.
All living creatures, yeah.
I don't want to heal the Grells.
Okay.
So
Fair.
So the lizard folk, barbarians, as they're sitting, they're grappled. They look at each other. They kind of wink at each other, open their mouths, and suddenly bursting out their acid breath weapons just start. Both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them just like, whoosh. And this growl just melts as one does 33 points of damage and one does 26 points of damage as this growl and that entire area is just melted. And they're like,
I'm just gonna say, if the range of that is 20 feet or more, it could hit the lich from one of them.
nope, they're going towards the other end. Oh yeah, they're not smart. They're not thinking.
They're basically
raging.
just following the instructions I gave them, which was kill the
That's
girl.
fair.
Yep. And plus they're raging, so they don't have intelligence, and their face focused forward. So
yeah,
I can try.
Oh, you can. Which brings us
no.
brings us to Timon, and the Grell down below is on deck. So Timon, you grappled. What you gonna do?
I'm paralyzed still, right?
No, you are not paralyzed anymore.
We're not paralyzed.
Paralyzation is freed. So you are now moving. Your muscles are like, oh, I can move again. Right.
Oh, yeah. Timon's like, all right. Get off me, you God, why does everything always have to grab me and hug me? I don't like it. This isn't this is not
we first met him, he was all tied up by a tree or bush or something.
Branches, yeah, plants.
So Timon's gonna he starts almost vibrating, and there's this flash of light as he and right before something happens, he looks over at Talico and he's like, okay, this might feel a little bit weird, and I will use Life Leap, which is I must be adjacent to a living creature, and I'll use Talico as the living creature.
I'm living.
I phase through a space that a living creature occupies in a flash, spontaneously appearing on the opposite side of it in a vibrant display of colorful light. So there's this flash, and then
that is awesome.
And then Timon's over here.
Yep.
He just disappears and reappears.
Timon's got some tricks up his sleeve too. I like it.
Every now and then I got the little things. So I'm adjacent to you. Basically, I kind of warp through your life force. So I think I for this moment intermingle, and you can feel all the weird natural ranger energies that I have in my connection to the Fae and all that weird stuff. And back and forth with the same for you. But then I'm on that side. So that's one.
Is that two actions or one action?
I think it's two. That's a two action.
Action?
That's a two
okay.
action. And then I'm going to quick draw my bow and fire it at the Grell.
Okay. Do it.
Let's see it. Nasty, and I hate it. I hate it with everything that I can hate it. I'm gonna weapons. Here we go. 17, 31.
Hits. Definitely hits.
Okay, and I do 1d8 plus 2, and I did 5 points of piercing.
5 points of piercing? Yeah, you're slowly taking this thing down. Yep, just slowly taking it down.
Okay, that's it.
Right.
Duh!
Which now it's turn. And check here. That is a nat 20 for a 31.
What's it doing?
It's hitting the bird.
Oh no.
No, not the bird.
No.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. I got something for this. As a
37 points of damage.
Where does that put him? Oh, he's fine. Okay. Wait, why does he have almost as okay? 37 is fine.
Bert's got as many hit points as Talco.
He does. He
Does he?
does. Yeah, he has 85 compared to my 87.
Holy shit!
What the hell?
Well, the Grell thought it'd just kill it and realized it's not dead. Surprisingly, it's like thought it would just be an easy kill. It's not. And then it's like, okay, fine, be that way. He boisters up. No, he's not gonna do that. He's gonna tentacle slap Calico 24.
That'll miss.
That'll miss. The
Yep,
tentacle
27.
comes flying by you and does not. All right. Which brings us to Calico. What you gonna do?
Okay, so first, before we let another round like this go away, I'm using the scroll of Dimension Lock.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
By targeting it on.
You can target this room.
Yes, so that's what I was gonna say. Is that's a 60-foot feet, or
Yeah.
sorry, 60.
Yeah, you target this room, no problem.
Yep. So the
And that-
entire room and going out is locked down.
Yep.
Um,
What I'm also going to say is based off of this and the scroll that you have, just roll me your spell attack or basically your what do you have better, religion proficiency or occult or arcane?
out of those, arcane.
Roll your arcane.
25.
Successful. Very successful. You lock everything down. That's 2 actions. Boom. Is locked down. Or you have to take it out. Scroll out. Because you didn't have it in your hand. So you actually have to take an action to pull
It's
the
an
scroll out.
action to pull. Okay.
Pull to interact with. So that's your turn, but you lock everything down.
That's not my turn. I'm hasted, good sir.
Oh,
Do
that's
not
right,
take that away from me.
I'm sorry, yes, you have one more stride or attack. That's right.
So my pet is going to fly up, and still stay by the grail, but go back to the fly hover that it has.
Okay.
It is going to attack with a 23 versus AC.
That does hit.
Okay, it will do 13 points of piercing damage.
What? That sucker's doing more damage than anyone else to this thing.
It's a good
Wow.
bird. It's a good bird.
That's a good bird. That's a good
and
bird.
then with my shillelagh for my other one, I will attack with the shillelagh with a 26 to hit.
Are you within 5 feet?
Yes, because it's not in a square. I'm not in a square. Like, it's hard to see.
All right, I'll allow it. So how much damage?
Okay, so this is where it gets fun. So it's 5 damage.
Okay.
But more importantly, because the bird is pecking at it,
Yep.
my strike also deals 1d4 persistent bleed damage, and the target is dazzled until it removes the bleed damage.
Okay.
Sorry, the bleed damage, because it's a nimble bird, is 2d4. So 2d4 bleed, and it is
Roll
dazzled.
me a 2d4 damage.
Oh, hey, that's. That is 5 points of damage.
All righty. So yeah, it's starting to bleed a little bit when it's coming up there, but nice. Okay. That's your turn?
That's my turn. Now I'm done.
All right. Well, the other grill is dead, so it's not doing anything, which brings us back to the Lich's turn. The Lich is still laughing at how this is just ridiculous. And what do I want to do? There's so much I can do. Glastoc.
Yes.
Doc. You know what? We're doing that. No, we're doing that something different. 30-foot burst. Yeah, that's a 30-foot burst. That's a 30. Yep, that's pretty much everyone in a 30-foot burst. Okay. That works. He comes up, and suddenly, this large wooden bow appears behind him. And suddenly, arrows shoot out at everyone in the area. I need you to make a basic reflex saving throw, please.
23.
21.
Ooh. Okay.
29. 29.
Robo, what was yours?
Reflex,
Reflex save.
34.
Robo, you succeeded. You're going to take half damage. Glastoc, you critically failed because you had a 21, correct?
What? Oh my god.
You are knocked prone, plus damage. The lizard folk, the lizard folk also have to make a reflex save, and they promptly failed miserably. Oh, yeah, same thing. Nope, one failed miserably, one did not. Okay, this is gonna hurt. I'm gonna say this is gonna hurt. Okay, so everyone say, let's see, check here. Oh, that sucks. Dang it.
That's what I like to hear.
Robo. Goblin takes 15 points of damage. Or, I'm sorry, 14 points of damage. Everyone else takes 29 points of damage as you are all pierced by arrows of force. The 29 points. Wow.
Does the Grell take damage too?
Grell takes damage too.
Yay.
I gotta do one more thing. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah. 70.
Maybe it'll get pissed off at its boss.
It is also impaled. Yep. At which point, so all these force arrows just shoot out and just start hitting you. Glastoc, you are prone.
Okay.
And the lich looks at you. Oh, you cannot. You one. You will be around for a long, long time. And it's going to attack you because he does not like you. Because you've been doing a lot of damage to him. Oh, I got rolled that wrong. A 30. You're prone some minus.
Yeah, it hits. It would have hit me if I was standing up. So.
All right, you take 13 points of void damage.
Okay. I can't block this with my shield, can I?
It's an attack, so you could damage some of it. Yeah.
All right, so I can use a reaction to shield block.
Yep.
Which means I can prevent 20 points of damage.
All right, so it doesn't damage you then.
Yeah.
So yeah, so as it's coming down and hitting you, you get your shield up and yeah, you have a hardness of 20?
Oh no, hardness of 5.
Hardness of 5.
Okay.
Okay, so hardness of 5 out of the 13. So you take 8 points of damage, and your shield takes 8 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. That is a Lich's turn, which brings us to Goblin and then Glastoc.
Okay. And
Goblin.
as part of that, Jay,
Mhm.
I have to read how this works. My shield has a retaliation rune on it, which means I can redirect damage back at him.
Okay. Do you redo the same amount of damage back at him?
No. Okay, that's the thing. Again, Jim has all these new abilities and stuff, and he doesn't know what half of them do, so he has to read about them.
We're going to come back to that as we go to Goblin. Goblin, what are you going to do?
I am going to grab my mace and mace this guy on its silly
Let's
little
do it.
face.
Let's do it.
That's a 34 on the first one.
34. That will hit.
And that's 10 damage.
And that goes straight through because that is like blunted magic. So yeah, go for it. What else you got?
A second attack.
Okay.
And that's 30.
That will
to
miss.
Dang it.
Now if you were on the opposite side and flanking, that would have hit.
But I don't know. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you missed it.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time, yeah. Maybe next time.
All right, that's my turn then.
All right. Which brings us to Glastoc.
Okay, he has to make a reflex save.
He's not going to take a reflex save, and he's going to take the void damage back.
Oh, it's not void damage, it's force damage.
It's force damage?
Yes.
Really?
Yep, that's what it says.
You said a reflex save?
Yep, you unleash force damage against the creature that made the triggering attack.
29.
Ah, he makes it. Okay.
All right. All right, fine.
It doesn't say that he takes half damage if he makes it. It's just whether or not he. Yeah.
Okay.
So okay.
All right. So what's your attack, Glastoc? As he tries to hit you, and you're like, you raise it.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, raises his shield, and then there's like a flash of light, but it doesn't do anything to him. So screw him. Okay. All right. So I can use one action to stand back up. Correct.
That is correct.
Okay. All right. Is the Grell almost dead?
No. Well, baby. What are you gonna do?
I'll use my last 5th level Searing Light and attack the Lich again.
Okay. So you are attacking with a spell in melee with him. So if I have a reactionary attack and attack you if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. So go ahead. Siri him.
35.
35 will hit.
All right. So he takes 32 fire damage and 34 good damage.
And how much good damage?
34.
Yeah. What does it look like as the searing blast goes through him? As he starts to crumble.
Oh. Because Glastoc's god is a god of brewing, it basically just looks like this gush of liquid, like foamy liquid just comes flying out of him and just envelops the Lich.
And suddenly his stuff, it just burns through him, and he's like, what? Oh. Oh. And you're realizing that some of it did do some things, but it just starts dropping a little bit, his knees, as he starts to come down and he's just looking at you like, oh, no, this can't be. It is written. This is not my end. It cannot be. And just screams at you as he's starting to just wither, as his bones and things are starting to turn to dust. It's the midsection of where you burned him is just starting to go. At which point, the lizard folk, not caring what's going on, leaps over to the Grell. And one of them uses both his movement through the
They're
difficult
so
terrain.
focused on the Grell.
Pretty much.
That's what you told them.
And a 37 just comes down and just 22 points of damage as he just eviscerated this one. Now, what is the interesting part is that the other one literally jumped over the entire process and landed behind the Grell, coming down with the axe as well. And there's two sharp things as the Grell is no more and fly to the ground as these things just come in. Timon, what would you like to do? And Talico, just as you see this glitch starting to melt as he's going, no! And you see that he's about to cast a spell too, with his last dying breath.
Oh, I have a thing.
Yes,
then.
please do.
I have a thing.
I have a thing.
Do the thing.
So I am going to. So I asked some qualifying questions.
Yes.
My life leap only takes one action, not two.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay.
So I'm going to be like, Calico, if you don't mind again, I gotta like go through the okay, implied consent and poo, and he like moves. He again like moves through your life energy to get to the other side, spins, and then I'm going to use Hunter's aim, which does take 2 actions.
Okay.
So I focus, and then it fires off a strike because it's a strike.
Okay.
So I make a ranged weapon strike. I get +2 to my attack with that.
Do it.
Plus, I have my precision for my Hunter's Edge
Bill.
against him, which hopefully I will hit. So we'll see.
Well, he's prone now, right, Jay?
No, he's on his knees.
I'm just kidding.
You're fine. Go, Bill.
Okay.
That's here for the little guys.
The little guys. I'm gonna do the math. It's and I'm gonna take a picture.
Did you roll?
Nat 20 for a 37.
Oh, yes.
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 Oh, hell yeah.
Yes. The finisher.
Yeah, baby.
Damage. That's a
Alexa,
crit.
shut up.
That's a crit. That's a crit. So
Okay, so my longbow is deadly.
Okay.
So on a critical hit, I add the weapon damage die to the listed size.
Mm-hmm.
And I roll that after doubling the weapon's damage.
Yep.
So
Well, you roll it once, and it's max damage plus.
right, but so it's max damage plus the damage plus a D10.
Yep.
I also have Hunter's Edge on because it's my first hit because because I did the hunting thing early on, which is a D8. So I'm gonna do some maths real quickly.
With that said, Talico, what are you going to be doing?
Hell yeah, Bill.
Well, Bell does the math as he puts
Hell
the
yeah.
final. Just looks like he's putting the final coffin.
As he's putting the final kind of nail in the coffin, I have the bird fly over. I will use 3 actions to put up a 3-sided wall so that the Lich can't see us, and literally it blocks him in. And on the backside, I will use my 4th action, if you're okay with it, to look through the bird so that I can, which I could normally do as an action, but I look through the eyes of the bird so I can see what's happening to the Lich. so that as like we know that it's dying, but he's casted a spell, I want to
Yep.
break line of sight all the
Okay.
way up to the ceiling, but still keep an eye on it. And if it kills the bird, it's only the third or fourth time this alchemist has killed a bird.
Exactly. Okay.
So I
Pippin.
do that. So that shot
Yep.
does 32 points of piercing damage.
32 points of piercing damage.
Right on,
Yeah.
Bill.
All told, all everything.
Well, 32, correct?
Everything in 32, 3-2.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
Talco believes that this is like the death of him, not that like we need to channel positive energy to kill him, right?
Yeah. So, as you put the walls up and everything else, it blocks where it's going. He starts, and basically what happens is he shifts as if he's trying to teleport, as when he's reduced to 0 amount of hit points, he has a teleportation spell. But as he disappears, he kind of phases out, he phases back in. He's like, no! And suddenly, as he's looking at him, you see the bird as he is, as if Thanos snapped him. He fades, his arms fading, his body fades, and he just looks and fades to dust at crowd. And it is done.
Way to go, guys.
At this moment, you hear charging down the hallway as Pepper, Aviro, Brynn charge down the hallway like, are you guys alive?
Quick, everybody freeze. Act like you're paralyzed.
Yeah.
And that battle of this, you have finally destroyed the Lich. The Alchemist Lich is no more. As you look around and realize you have accomplished. The phylactery has been destroyed and the Alchemist Lich is no more. And as you pick up the pieces, as time comes down, you search this area and you will get back to the inn after a while, finally completing battle. Way to go, guys. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this epic battle, this epic thing. But before we go, there are 2 things I want to do. I have a post-credit scene. And
and Carrie's not here.
well, she can watch it on the vlogs. And then I know we're running a little late, but I want to give everyone a chance to say goodbye and say thank you and everything else. But the post-credit scene, as you so what happens is you see the cameras open up. The lizard folk went on their way. You see a human figure. And the camera kind of opens up as if it's faded in time. Like this was prelude. This happened a while ago during a rainstorm. Rocky in human form comes up to the Schmaltmarsh Island stones with a stone box, places it at the island stones, waits as he looks up at the sky when it's raining, says a few words and calls lightning to hit the stones. In a blink of magical energy, the box disappears. The scene shifts as an older black-scaled lizard folk with scars sitting by the island stones meditating in the rain. Schmaltmarsh has grown. This is possibly 40 or 50 years into the future. As the rain falls upon him and a crack of lightning hits the stones, and the stone box appears. The lizard folk picks it up and brings it to the lizard folk embassy, and gives it to the shaman. As he opens it, inside are scrolls of instructions to spread the word that the alchemist lich is alive and active in this day and age. And let it be spread, give false hope to the lich. The scene then cuts to a young human alchemist coming up to some documents in the future. Way before he became a lich, he came across some scrolls in a library with a metal box under his hands, smiling that he will become a lich one day. He will live for a long, long time. Unfortunately, the information that he had was given was false. And that is when the scene collapses, as Rocky seems to have outsmarted the lich in this particular scene. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Let us go around. Bill, thank you for being here. How are you doing? Where can we find you?
Oh my gosh, so good. How am I doing? That was amazing. Everybody, holy smokes. You can find me every Wednesday, this day, earlier in time. Speaking of time travel, from 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern time, on the Severed Studios Twitch channel. We are playing, our game is called Few and Far Between. We went through Call of Netherdeep. We are exploring Exandria. We finished the written material and we have decided to go off book and homebrew it like crazy people. So yeah, we're doing some amazing stuff over there. I play Orgoth Skullcrusher, half orc, half drow, fighter, barbarian, bard, because screw optimal builds. Let's go for some story. And then next Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Pacific is our final session over on Happy Jacks RPG on Twitch of Mouse Ritter, which is a little mice playing in a big world. We are tiny heroes, and it is the show finale next week, and it's definitely worth tuning in. It is like cottage core with a seriously dark underbelly. It's very cool. So that's where you can kind of find me doing stuff. And oh my god, what, as always, an honor and a privilege to come and be a guest. Again, a reminder, guests survived. It was so good here on the Natural Ones. This was so amazing. Oh yeah, it got dicey.
Got dicey. Thank you, Bill, so much. Robo, thank you so much for being here. How are you doing? Where can we find you?
It's me, RoboGoblin. You can find me on Blue Sky at TTRP Gibbs, and I'm feeling fantastic. Happy Lich Death Day to all who celebrate.
Lich Death Day.
Yay, Lich Death Day.
I like that.
Death Day.
And thank you for playing with me. Thank you for inviting me again. Thank you for this amazing story and an awesome bottle. And thank you all so much.
Thank you again, Robo. That is great having you. Joshua, thank you for being here. How are you doing? And where can we find you?
I am doing good right here on Twitch. I am under Gentoo Penguin. I play horror games and any other kind of puzzle games that I enjoy, but usually horror games on Friday when I have my computer set up. There's been reasons for it. Jay, I can also see Twitch on the stream, which is interesting. But yeah, so you can find me there. You can also find me at AdventureCon, which I will post July 11th through the 13th. I am hosting, well, I'm not hosting, an amazing group called, an amazing nonprofit called the Meeple Foundation is hosting a tabletop convention, mostly board games. This is their first year doing tabletop. I've somehow recruited Jay to come and GM. So I'm super excited about running the tabletop room there. And all of the profit will actually go towards a nonprofit in the southern/Midwest region to help with whatever is the good cause that the nonprofit is supporting for the year. I'm a terrible employee. I'm a terrible volunteer because I actually don't know what it is this year. But I know it's going to be good because we game for good around here. So yeah,
Awesome.
that's where you can find.
Thank you, Joshua. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. I've got a few different games I'm running, some Star Wars, some Eldritch Automa, and yeah, I think that's yeah. You, Jim, how you doing, sir? How you feeling? Where can we find you?
Jim's done. No, this was great. I totally, to be honest, I thought at least one of us was going to die tonight. So
I tried.
And honestly, I was trying to have the Lich focus on me so that the guest players would live. So, but I'm glad we all did, even though Glastoc only ended up with 30 hit points at the end.
There was some good stuff there. But,
but as far as finding me anywhere, you can find me as Hawkmare1 on just about any social platform. And you hear obviously on Wednesday nights. So yeah.
Before we go, we have one last post-credit scene.
Oh no.
As the camera pans, the two lizard folk, black scale lizard folk, axe and shield in hand, go down and come to the water fortress where one day long ago the Sanguine were there, that the lizard folk took back the heroes of Schmaltmarsh. As the two lizard folk come in, they're accompanied by the black dragonborn paladin / cavalier of Tiamat, Rocky's first right-hand man, lieutenant. As the three of them walk with the large-scale lizard folk looking at them, seeing where they're kind of walking down the main aisle of the ceremony, the two lizard folk and the dragonborn back, they get to the end. The lizard folk stop as dragonborn walks past them, takes his position at the throne in these large underwater ceremonial room. At which point, one of the black scaled lizard folk barbarians drops his shield, drops his axe, walks up to the throne and sits down and transforms into the physical human form of Rocky.
No.
And sits there and goes,
Bastard.
Yes, it's good. And that we're going to end.
Oh man. Timmon's gonna be pissed if he finds out.
Better never find that out. Good thing he's a bad viewer and leaves during the credits, or he would be so furious.
Polymorphing himself into a human, a lizard folk barbarian.
Oh my god.
Oh, that explains why he's jumping over things. He was actually secretly flying.
Bastard.
Yeah. That breath weapon may have been a little bit more potent than the other ones. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Again, we have fun here. We're glad. Check us out on our vlogs and our others. What I'm looking for. Games. I will be at GameholeCon in 2 weeks from the 13th through the 16th, and then GaryCon the following 19th through the 23rd. Thank you again, everyone. Thank you for watching. And
what? GaryCon's the 13th through the 16th, and GameholeCon's not until October.
So, Breakout Con is from the 13th and 16th. The 19th through the 23rd is GaryCon.
Okay.
So, yeah. My brain can't work. We're going to leave with this. Thank you. Please be kind. Don't be a jerk. And an asshole or a dick.
Yep.
Take care. Night.
Bye.
Thank you.